Tubi is stuck in 1.12 purgatory and we're still waiting in a fucking long ass queue. Thus, Tubi 2T Findings is back, coming at you with some better stuff. I'm gonna talk about the base that I used to be a part of called Salsa Party, where I didn't get a say in naming it. Haha. Because at the time, I was part of the Seven Deadly Sins. At first, we had an outpost in the beginning that was in the middle of a desert. The rest of my team decided to start making a base in another spot, and at the time, I was traveling there. And then, it took a long ass time, I'm telling you. And this was when I wasn't using hacks, and when I did get hacks, I got worst client hacks, and so entity speed was not a thing for me. And so it took me a long ass time to travel through the nether on the ground, basically, and not using. Well, I used some, I used as many highways as I could find towards there, but as soon as I got there, the base looked pretty good at the time. It wasn't it wasn't shitty as it was right now, but I'll get to that in just a second. Yeah, actually, it looked pretty damn good. I was impressed with what Swagadai did for like his cavern. Not too long after I joined, I had a hiatus, I guess, on Tubi, and then it was like 1 month or so. As soon as I got back on, shit went down. The base was grief to the core, and I was confused on why the hell this happened. And when I went back into the Discord, in the Discord server we had for our group, they said that the base was compromised. Based off what I could tell from Prideful's video explaining what happened, which you should check that out. I'll have a link in the description. He doesn't make any videos anymore, but I was a little bit struck by that, and he explained how one of our group members, Jakeness, he was like not getting along well with the group and making enemies at spawn, and it didn't go too well for our alliances. We had an alliance with the, if I'm correct, yeah, we had an alliance with Imperium, I think. What he was doing was not, it wasn't the best for our group, and so I think they decided, without me being there, the rest of the group decided to kick him off, and with that, they had to compromise the base because of the amount of harm that Jakeness could have probably brought, even though it seemed like he was kind of shit-talking. In my opinion, the group kind of just fell apart right after that event, so I myself left Tubi for a good while. I left the group for a good while. And then after like a few months, I joined back to see what the hell was going on. And this was right when I was in the middle of at the end of the queue. That took me 2 hours by this point, because queue was long as fuck. Back when I was playing in summer of 2018, it was like the queue was up to like 150, 180 people. Not that long. It only took an hour. Or no, wait. Yeah, it only took an hour to get through the people, and so it took me a long ass time to get back into the server. And right as I was joining it, the server disconnected, and I was like, oh god, why? And then I was able to luckily reconnect in the beginning, and everybody was joyful that who were able to get back on, like, they were delighted. Back in the base, we had like this beautiful cavern that Swagadai made, a lighthouse that I think was next to an underwater part of the base that Jakeness made. And then, if I'm not wrong, Prideful Percy, he had a hobbit hole. I checked back to where I was originally making this giant project that I had in mind. Like, I never got to fully complete that because I just didn't have the time, and nor did I have the resources, but hopefully in the future I can do it at some other place than that. Because compromise bass, you know. I interviewed one of the original group members. We all met up. Funny enough, I think we met on Fit MC's Discord, and we were like hanging out in the voice chat, and then at one point we were curious. I think it was me who was curious on how to dupe glitch or glitch dupe stuff, and then along with another couple of people. And then we got into a different group call, and then that's how it just started, I guess. We all just wanted to learn how to dupe stuff. So I interviewed my companion in crime. We never really did any crime, to be honest. Crime's not illegal on this server. Why? We're not even. See, we're free from the law. I interviewed my buddy, and I wanted to see what his perspective on things were. I asked him, and here's what he said. He goes by Tristan, by the way. Well, the base was pretty inactive after its second week. I recall by the time my base was nearing about the 1 out of 4 mark of its completion, I was the only active member at the base. Just as I had to go inactive for about a month, Swag, Percy, and Jake came back to 2B2T. I think it was about a week after I had been forced to take a break from 2B when Swag told me about the things Jake had done, causing issues between us, the Imperium, Voco, and the Last Templar. If I recall correctly, I was told that Jake had claimed to have found a huge Imperium stash and threatened to destroy it, and also threatened to leak any Imperium base that the 7 Deadly Sins finds to the public, which is something we never were capable of because we were a small group at the time. Swag went on to suggest that we kick Jake out of the group and destroy the base to escape Jake and the Imperium members who were actively searching for him. It was about a week later that he discussed it to Percy, and he agreed. The night Swag and Percy destroyed the base, and I watched in the screen share in the private Discord call with them. After the group fell into an unexpected state of disorder, we all just kind of split up working on different side projects for the group. Percy, Oberfuhrer, Joe, and myself set off to build a new primary base. Just as we started our new base, the group went pretty much silent. Everyone stopped logging on, except for myself. And so, now that I hear this, after I heard that what he had to say, I was a bit more clarified on what the situation was since I was gone. And I also realized that there were a few more people who joined us at the time, because the other people who were originally part of our group, they couldn't play because 2B's hard to get on. It's for the hard-minded people with veteran queue, people with priority queue. Veteran queue doesn't exist anymore. God, priority queue's expensive as hell. Why pay $20 unless you're just gonna play on there the whole time? I don't know. I'm not that type of person. I don't have that money. My pockets are empty. And so after I heard this, I was a bit surprised on why Jakeness would do stupid ass things. I don't know. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of our base salsa party. I hope you enjoyed this video, actually, because it's been a year. It's been a good old year since the last 2B2T findings. Don't expect me to make another one of these, because 2B's hard as fuck to get on. Yeah, have a good time. Have a good time wherever you're at, because it's end of school year. For some of those people, it can be stressful. I know. Just relax, I guess. And I'll see you out there. Not really. I don't want to see you. Don't talk to me. Thanks. Bye.
Oh!